Click there. Say stop. Who all's here? I see some people filtering in. Who all's here this afternoon? Takes forever to get signed on these days, guys. This is crazy. There we go. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Goodness sakes. There we go. Now let's get TikTok up and going. See who else here. I see more people than just Sharon. Who's all's out there? Go ahead, fess up. And there's TikTok. Okay. I think I got too many pages open. That's what's going on here. Or is it maybe my comments are frozen? I don't know. Who all's over on Facebook? Let me know. Or you like me and just lurk? There, we got TikTok coming up. I'm just not finding see any comments. Oh, there we go. I just had to click one more thing. Okay. All right. So anyway, so just welcome. If you're a first timer, I'm Teri. I'm with Adorable Deco Decor and professional wreath maker, artificial floral designer. And we're going to be making a spring wreath today. And I've already got my bow made. You know, a lot of times I'll make my bow before I do my florals or anything, just so I can know what I want to put together with it. And here's my bow. It is bright and springy. And as I always say, that didn't look like too much right now, but we're going to get there. And we're going to be working with tulips today. And forsythia, one of my favorite bushes ever. Here, I can get it untangled. Got this forsythia bush we're going to be working with, but I'm going to pair. I was in the mood to get bright and sunny out today. It is, when I woke up today, it was 12 degrees here. They say the wind chill's below 0, and it's not very nice outside. And I'm thinking spring, but this is what we're going to pair together. And then, like I said, I based my florals off of I made my bow first. I just thought those two ribbons together were so bright and cheerful. And there's my florals. So see how I picked my colors and chose everything to coordinate with it. And even the greenery coordinates with the lime green in the plaid ribbon there. So let me see who all's here. Hey, there's Nor and Denise and Marie. How are you guys? Hey Valerie, hey Sue, how are you? So anyway, oh, I forgot to, let me check one more place here. Okay, well, let's get going. Like I said, I've already got my bow made, and I'm a big proponent when I'm working with florals. I do not want my bow to overpower my florals, and so we're just going with a simple bow, 2 ribbons, 3 loops a piece. And I think I made the loops, it looks like they're probably about 6 inches long. And I'm gonna go ahead and green my base first. I just have this ficus. I like to use it to green my base a lot, especially in spring and summer, I usually go with the non-variegated or the plain ficus, because I feel like sometimes you can get too many things going on, and sometimes that white or creamy color of the variegation kind of fights with the florals. So let me see where I'm going to put my bow at here. I'm going to put it about right there with the streamers. We could do up here too. Which way, do you guys have a preference? Do you like the bows better on the bottom or on the top, like that, where your transition point is? Do you guys have a preference? Let me know. I know where my preference is, but that might not be what everybody else likes. Hey, Alvina. How are you today? Hey, Dora. What do you guys prefer? Do you like the bow down here? Or do you like, and you know, nice romantic long tails, or do you like it better up here? Let me know. Hey, Heather, do you like the top? Hey, Tracy. What's everybody else think? Oh, you got a Mardi Gras parade tonight? I wouldn't expect that. I would think it'd be early, but I don't know very much about Mardi Gras. I just love it because there's all the glitter and everything, but I did not know they were starting already. When do they start? Mid to lower is Dora. Anybody on Facebook want to say? I kind of like both, but it depends on how thick my ribbon is. If my ribbon's a 2.5 inch or say a 4 inch, I almost always put it on the bottom. This ribbon's so pretty. I'm thinking about, I mean, and we've got, you know, just 1.5 inch ribbons. I'm thinking about putting it up there. Hey, Nancy, how are you? What about you, Nancy? Do you like your bows down on the lower part, or do you like them up top better? We're taking a poll. Depending on what everybody says, that's what I'm going to do. And I have to do that before I even green the wreath, because I need to know where to make my transition point. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Dawn likes Lori. You guys are making it tough. Some people are about half and half. And that's about my decision too. That's about the way I go. Top. I think top's winning out. Okay, Valerie likes top. All right, let's go top this time. Like I said, the tails, whoops, I didn't undo my pipe cleaner here. Hang on. Messing around with it. The tails aren't very thick, but it's so pretty. I think that's a good choice. We'll do it on top. So I'll make my transition point about right here. Like I said, I want to green my wreath first. Don't quite need it that far over though. I'm going to cut off this little piece down here and save it for later. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Anybody have good big weekend plans? I'm still working on getting ready for our workshop. I know before I started teaching, I had no idea. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention there. Before I started teaching, I had no idea all the work that goes into doing that kind of stuff, but there's a lot involved. Especially for somebody that's not very techy like I am. All right, so I already know, was it Heather's going to the Mardi Gras parade? Or no, it's Dawn. Dawn's going to the Mardi Gras parade. Where is that, Dawn? Is it in New Orleans? Oh, the party all day and all night in New Orleans? Okay. I kind of got that impression when I was there. I might have done that back when I was about 30 years younger, but not nowadays. All right, I need to get some moss. I got carried away with my glue there. I just realized I didn't even put my microphone on. Can everybody hear okay? Hey, Stay Gold, Amy. Stay Gold. I like that name. Can you guys all hear okay? Too cold? I know, I'm right there with you, Nancy. Oh, Sunday's your birthday? Well, happy early birthday, Nancy. So you were a February baby. We've got a lot of birthdays in February, too. My oldest granddaughter, Allie, which a lot of you guys have seen, she just turned 17. Can you believe that? She turned 17 Wednesday. And then we're going to have a new grandbaby next month, or next week. And then we've got another granddaughter who has a birthday on, well, we're celebrating her birthday on the 11th. I think that's the day it is. But okay, I think that's good on greening right now. We'll come back and put more on here in a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and get our bow going. And I leave it on the bolt until I decide how long I want the tails. And thank you so much for everybody who has already signed up for the workshop. I'm really excited for it. If you're not knowing what I'm talking about, we've got a workshop coming up here in about 2 weeks. Going to be doing spring floral arrangements. I'm really excited for it. I love working with flowers. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead. I'm going to cut these kind of long. We'll trim them later. Trim them and we'll get them out of the way for now. Okay. Hey, Jen. How are you? Thank you for being here. Oh, at that Ethel May's birthday too? I didn't know that. Hey, Jackie from Nebraska. Are you sending all this cold weather over here to Indiana way? I think it comes from you guys over this way. All right, now, like I said, I've got this for Cynthia we're going to be working with. And I've got this, well, they're different colors of pink tulips. And I think I want to put the forsythia in first. And it comes with this, it has all these twigs and everything. It's one of my favorite bushes in the springtime. Has a lot of grass already on, or greens already on it. Plus, like I said, it has those twigs. Gotta fluff it all out though. I have a feeling this is gonna shred as soon as I put it in the glue, but we're gonna try it. separate it out here. Goodness sakes. Oh, Cindy, you've got it. What day is your birthday, Cindy? Goodness. Trying to get this separated. There we go. Finally. Shoo. I would think February would be a good time to have a baby because you still got time to get your body back in shape for the springtime. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm trying to look on my phone here. I can't see. Trying to get inversion a cold. Iverson a cold. Oh no. Maybe try and get over a cold. Is that what you mean? Over. Okay, I see that now. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate that. Let's get some of these pretty forsythias out here. I realize you guys probably can't talk or hear me very well when I turn my head to there. Like I said, I forgot to put my microphone on. I can grab it if I need to, though. I don't know how that got there, though. It's funny, though, you say that, that autocorrect. Like I said, my oldest granddaughter had a birthday, and we always put money in their accounts for their college fund as part of their birthdays. And the other day, my husband texted me to say that he had done it, and we've got, like I said, we've got 3. I forgot Skeet, my grandson. His birthday's in February too, but my husband texted me to tell me that he'd put the money in the account, and he said that he put it in Allie and Evie's accounts, and it came out Alienware. And I thought that's so funny. If you knew my grandson, it's appropriate. He's a busy boy. He's a good boy, but he is so busy. I thought, oh my gosh, that's kind of like I feel like that I've been invaded when he's here. He's a busy boy. All right, a few more of these. I need a little bit back here, and then on down here. Thank you for following. Always make sure you gotta fluff everything, you know. Gotta fluff your wreaths. Fluff your picks, I mean. I'm still thinking evergreen from Christmas. Okay, we need just a little bit more of that. I'm gonna fill in right in here. Trying to separate it away from my tulips. Right in here. Oh, Sarah, you got your shirt? Good deal. She can say I'm wearing mine today. I always worry about fit on those. Like I said, I went a little bit larger just because I don't like them very tight, but thank you for the order. I appreciate that. I wish I knew how to invert it for the TikTok folk. I don't know how to turn that thing around. They used to have an invert thing, but I don't even have the ability to search for that anymore. So I don't know how to do it. If anybody does know, let me know. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stand right in front of it a second just so I can kind of look. All right, and we'll need a little bit back here too. Let's see what we can, we got some short ones. Hey Zuli, how are you? Yes, Valerie, I saw it. I think yours shipped maybe yesterday or last evening, so it should be there soon. I hope it fits. What they're talking about, I got this shirt is listed on my Etsy shop if anybody's interested. If you feel like you have the same motto as we do. All right, and we might add a little bit more over here. I don't know yet. I'm gonna keep it like that. How you been, Zuli? Bet it's warm down where you're at. A lot different than here. It's freezing here. Okay, I think that's enough of the yellow right now. We might add a little bit more here in a little bit, but oh, talk to text. I have never done that. I know back when I was still working as a nurse practitioner back at the hospital I worked at originally, we had to dictate a lot of things, and some of the stuff that would come across, it was crazy. Every time I said salsa, or salpa, they type it as salsa. So it's like they're allergic to salsa. But then my boss, he was from Puerto Rico, so he had quite a accent, and his were always a disaster. They had to go back and correct a whole bunch of stuff on his. You don't recommend it? Yeah. I saw that. It's so tempting because I hate to type things out because I'm so slow. But I've never used it. Jen, she's talking about the auto or the voice to text thing. Valerie's wanting to know, what would you add for yellow if you didn't have forsythia? You know, I've got some really tiny daisies that I almost grabbed and put in here. But I just look for a yellow that is about the size of these. This is probably about, probably an inch, inch and a half. 2 inches maybe. Maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches in diameter. So something small. and kind of dainty. Or you could do the reverse. You could put yellow tulips and a small pink flower. You can do either one. That'd be pretty too. Okay, so I'm going to start at the bow again and work out. The bow looks kind of pitiful right now, but we'll get there. Trying to think what else would be a small. You could probably just really get a filler bush that was in a bright yellow. If you could find something like that. Oh, this one is not going in. There it goes. Trying to think what other small. You guys help me out here. Any other small yellow flowers you can think of? Oh, I'm glad to see you too, Zuli. You know, I've got so many people that have just been here. I mean, every time I go live forever. You're one of them, Zuli. And I think about you if I don't see you for a while. Like, I hope they're still around, still liking me. And I'm taking these two at a time. They've got 2 to 3 heads on them, so I'm just taking them 2 at a time and kind of staggering them a little bit. Okay, Nancy says that Hobby Lobby has a lot of little yellow filler flowers like crocus, astilbe, and the small daisies. I've been trying to stay out of Hobby Lobby. Actually, ours is moving right now. They're moving just across the street. It should be a better store though. But so I've not gone in there for a while. I don't know if I went there last year or last week or not. All right, I'm gonna get over here a little bit. I need to. Right there. Heck, they might even be moved, I don't know. You could also do this like in purple and yellow, blue and pink. There's lots of color combinations you could do. That's one thing we're going to do a lot of in the spring centerpiece workshop. We're going to have, that's one thing we cover a lot is the color theory and how to mix colors of flowers and that kind of thing. Trying to find a hole to put this in. Want one right there. And like I said, we'll come back with a little bit more yellow, probably. Now I'm going to start on the bottom here. Oh, thank you, Zuli. Mini roses, yep. Nancy's got all kinds of answers there. Ashley's thinking about entering the nursing field. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. There are so many things you can do with nursing. When I first started nursing, I thought I was going to be a pediatric nurse. That's the only thing that I wanted to do. Well, my first rotation, I decided that's not for me. You have to rotate clinicals. You have to go through different specialties. But I decided that was not for me. But, you know, you get tired of one thing, you can go to another thing. You can do teaching. You can work in a doctor's office. You can work at a school. I mean, there's just endless possibilities, and you can always get a job. That's one thing you know, you can make a decent paycheck. And I don't know now. I know, you know, I've been a nurse practitioner for, well, since 2003. So how many years is that? 20 years I've been a nurse practitioner. And when I know, so I'm kind of lost touch of the initial training and that kind of thing. But I know they were kind of making a push, a lot of hospitals, toward a bachelor's degree, so as an entry level. So that was kind of turning, you know, some people off. But I tell you, some of the best nurses I ever worked with were LPNs, you know, just licensed practical nurses. In fact, an LPN taught me, or she talked me through my very first cardiac arrest I had back when I was a brand new registered nurse. I mean, you can't underestimate the value of experience. But anyway, yes, I would absolutely do it. It's not quite like what it used to be back when I was a brand new nurse. I mean, there's a lot of paperwork and stuff you have to do nowadays, but it's very rewarding. Like I said, you can get a decent paycheck and never really have to worry about not being able to find a job. Any other nurses? I know I have a lot of nurses here. Any other nurses? Now, I do notice a lot of nurses going into being a nurse practitioner. And again, the requirements have changed back since I did it. It took me 6 years to get my nurse practitioner after I had been a nurse for a long time, but I do not recommend it if you haven't had experience. I mean, again, you can't teach a lot of things in the classroom. So anyway, that's my spiel. Yes, do it, Ashley. Oh, Mercy, I didn't know you were in the medical field too. What do you do? What do you do, Mercy? But yeah, I mean, all throughout the wreath making and crafting community, there's a ton of nurses. And I think I got into doing it because I came after work and this was my stress reliever. I come down here and try to make you know, you had a stressful day or anything like that, and I'd come down here and I'd just forget about everything else. I want that up higher. I don't want that down there. Cancer clinic coordinator. Oh my goodness. Bless your heart. Whenever I was a new nurse, we had cancer patients on our floor, and we had to give back then, you were a jack of all trades, really. I mean, we gave chemo, we had the medical patients, we had the surgical patients, and I get so attached to those people that come in every week, and I never will forget, I had a patient, his name was Rudy, and I got so attached to him. And when he died, I just couldn't take it. And that was 30 years ago. I still get choked up about it. Yeah, I came home and I was like, I gotta find another avenue. I can't do this anymore. But we all have our, we all get to where we have our specialties. Um, I know, mine was cardiac surgery and critical care, and I had all kinds of people would get pulled over to our floor, and they say, oh, I can't do this, or I don't know how you can do this. And I'm like, this, the labor and delivery or cancer, um, um, pediatric nurses, psychiatric nurses. It's like, I can't do what you're doing. I mean, you find your niche, and that's what I meant about. I mean, the opportunities are endless. You don't like one thing, you go to the other. Sorry, I know I'm right in front of you guys, but I gotta put that right there. And it ruined all my glue. But yeah, cancer, I just couldn't do that either. I'd get attached to those patients, and then, because I came in about every month. I don't know how they do cancer treatment now, because I don't do that, but they come in every month, and you get attached to them, and then they die. Yeah, I bet it is hard, Mercy. I bet it is. Well, actually, I know it is. All right, these guys are all messed up. Sometimes you can rescue these blooms, but that one's beyond it. Let me get another bush here. Who else out there is in medicine? Rosemary, she's a retired nurse. What kind of nursing did you do? Left your phone in the other room, Carol. You just now received your notification, Marilyn? That's crazy. So I sent it out quite a bit before I went live. That's crazy. But I guess it just depends on what your cell service is like. I know back when I was in the hospital, if I was very close to like radiology or something like that, I might not get a text right away. So maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Does anybody else get their text notification late? What I'm talking about, if you're not familiar, I have a text service, and if you are interested in getting texts a little bit before I go live, just to give you a heads up, the number is, let me see, I don't have it learned or memorized yet. It's 1-877-861-8753. And I just text you like a few minutes before I go live, and just give you a heads up. I'm not going to spam you, I swear. 877-861-8753. And it's in my bio too, if you don't have anything to write down with. Let's put this down here. I want it a little bit more pink down here. Over there. Oh, secret. See, now that's one thing, Rosemary. There's no way I could do that. I'd get fired. There's no way I could do that. Oh, no, Fred, no, you had surgery? Well, I hope it helps. I hope it helps. Sometimes on those bone surgeries, you don't know. You don't know, are you going to be better off or not? I'm just weeding through, like I said, some of these are not fixable, these floral heads. I'm just weeding through, make sure I got the best ones. Nancy, you're a great patient. Yeah, you had your fill there for a while, didn't you, with being in the hospital? Hey, there's another nurse, Kenna. How are you? Kenna's in more of my specialty. Are you still in cath lab, Kenna? All right, now just a little bit right there, I think, and then there'll be enough pink. You are? Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about how there's, well, actually, Ashley was asking about whether you would recommend going into nursing, and I was telling her, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much you can do with it. Let's see here. Maybe I'll just put one. I think I am going to just put one down there. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Hey, Maria. All right, I'm going to back up here and look at it in a second. Put that out there. All right, I want a little bit more yellow. Not a whole bunch, but a little bit. Those guys hidden so much. Make sure I still got it where you guys can see. Oh, Kenna says if she had to do it over, she'd go into forensic. You know, I saw that. I mean, I was kind of like you. It was after the fact, kind of. And actually, one of my friends, when I was still working as a floor nurse, she went into that, and it was very lucrative for her. I mean, very. All right, where did I need some? I know I need a little bit more yellow right here. Actually, I'm gonna. Get this where you guys can see, and I can see too. Here. A little bit right there. Just a little. I like this bush. You can just kind of piece apart what you want from it. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Thank you. I was telling them, though, on TikTok, you see everything backward. I don't know how to turn it around on TikTok. I don't know how to turn it where you can see the words, but thank you. All right, now let's decide what we're going to do with those tails. I think we have enough color there. Hey, Sue. Yes, I have too. Yes, today. After I get done, we're gonna talk. If you're free, Sue. Oh, Patricia was in the operating room. Oh my. And back in the 80s, and it was brutal down there, I'm sure, Patricia, unless your surgeons were a lot different than mine. And Sue, she's a retired nurse too. Yeah, that was back in the day when, I mean, nowadays you get in trouble if you yell at somebody at work. Back then, there was no, I mean, back when I first started being a nurse, if a doctor came in the room, you had to get up and give them their chair. It's not like that anymore. I hear, and still, one of my bosses, they asked me if he happens to be listening. His name was Brian. He kept on and saying, his first name was, and he kept on saying, just call me Brian, just call me Brian. I can't do that. It's like sticking my finger in the light socket. And besides, I always told him so. Besides, I said, you earned that title, so I'm going to call you doctor. But I hear some of the newer nurses do that, call him by his first name, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more greenery in here. Oh, and I was going to look at those tails too. Okay, so you're free, Sue. Good. Good deal. I saw Sue's got a workshop coming up too. I saw that. You're going to be busy. All right. Before I do anything else, I'm going to fix these tails. That might change my mind where I want to put some of the greenery. We're fixing the bow first, though. That I just left a tail there, but I don't want that. Cut it off. Or this one. We're going to keep those kind of long to start with, and then we'll trim them up here as we see fit. I'm gonna stand right in front here a second so I can see. Shorten this one up just a bit. It is a bright, happy wreath. Yes, Carol. My kind of wreath. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Claudia. Thank you guys for all the follows. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Hey, Janet. Thank you. Oh, you want to see the bunny wreath? Oh, Marilia. Yes, a nurse practitioner, horse trainer, and creative. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Pamela, I got that yellow bush from Select Artificials. It's a wholesaler. I'm going to be hopefully ordering some more, though. That's my last bush, actually. All right, now in for some greenery. Oh, you want to see the bunny wreath? Hang on. Let's see. This is actually a project we did in my wreath making group. Was it last week, guys, I think, or this week? I think it's this week's project, actually. I can't remember. I run, it all runs together for me, but isn't he cute? I love him. He's listed in my Etsy shop if you're interested, or if you want to learn how to make him. That's one of the tutorials that's in our group. But yeah, he's fabulous. I love him. You can see I've been wanting some bright cherry colors lately, so. And it's on an evergreen wreath base. I love to use evergreen. It's one of my favorite wreath bases all year long. Oh, thank you, Jen. The bunny one, do I have it in pink and purple? I've got another bunny. Can't remember what color he is, but I can check on that. I don't have one made up, no, but I can check on that, and maybe that'll be another project to do. All right. I'm just gonna put a little bit more greenery in here. Just as a finishing touches here. Back there. I'm gonna drop this down so I can reach this part though. I want to say that other bunny's pink, but I'm not sure. I bought them last year and I just never got around to using them. Okay, now let's start on the bottom down there. Oh, Rhonda, you need one? I know, it's the way I feel all the time, but I've got them listed in my Etsy shop, and that's linked in my bio there. But yeah, I've got them in the Etsy shop there. You can get one. I think I've got some other colors too. I can't remember what all colors I put, but. But yeah, I I don't even remember what, oh, I know what it was. I saw somebody else had a sign that said, life is short, buy the shoes. And I thought, no, buy the ribbon. Buy the ribbon. Oh, you're welcome, Rhonda. Yeah, and I don't know what it is about ribbon. I mean, why don't we collect other stuff, you know? I don't know what it is, but it's always, everybody is like that. That I know that buy, you know, makes wreaths. Oh, thank you, Zuli. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Jean. How are you? Oh, that's okay, Lisa. A bit more. Need some in there in the inside for sure. Got a little carried away with my glue. Oh, trapped nerve in your arm. That's awful. Nothing worse than nerve pain. It's terrible. Yeah, all you younger people out there, take care of your bodies now. There's a lot to be said about knowing what you know now. Back when you were younger, there's a song about that, a country song. What's the name of that song? I'm trying to think about. If I knew what I did now, I'd taken better care of myself or something. That's not the way it went, but help me out, guys. I can't remember what the name of that song is. I thought, isn't that the truth? Just gonna cut one for right now. I know I need at least one of them. Bit more right there. It's coming together. I'm going to get right in front here. I need something right in there. But I'm afraid the grass is going to be too heavy. The ficus is going to be too heavy, but I could put one of these twigs in there. That's what we'll do. I have to do something with it. It's really, really thin. I don't know if you can see that. The stem is super thin. Even if I double up on it, it's going to be too thin. Let me see if we'll get it. We'll get it there. Okay, so I just put on a pick. Beef it up just a little bit. I think we're about done. Let me look, get a good look at it here. I think we're about done. Well, we need a little something in the bow, though. And I had a spare bit of ficus there. I saved that for that. But we need something else, too. There. And like I said, we'll put something else there too. I can find what I want. That's what I want. That's probably a little heavy. I'm going to cut one of these out. And I'm thinking here, guys. Thinking I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. You guys do that too? You say, tell you yes, no, to yourself. Sitting here talking to myself. I always get in the zone when I get to this point. Like, what do we need to do to finish this up? Bring it home. I think we're done. I think we're done, guys. So it takes you forever to place things? Nah. So they're talking medicine and physical therapy. That's good, Jean. Hopefully that'll work for you. Hey, Julie. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My wire cutters, I get those at Lowe's. And actually, you can get them on Amazon too. If you go to shopliketeri.com, it's linked in my bio. There's a link for these. I love them. In fact, I love them so much. I've got two pair of them. I thought I lost them not too long ago, and I bought another pair exactly the same. But yeah, just go to my bio, and you'll see a link there for Shop Like Teri, and there's a link for these. And they're not very expensive, but I like that they do a good job. They're electrical wire cutters is what they are. But as you can see, they're kind of curved, and you can get right up in there, right up close to something if you need to. But okay, I'm going to look through and see if I missed any questions, guys. Oh, thank you, Mercy. Oh, Lorena, you sent me a message on my Etsy account. Okay, I'll look at it whenever I get done here. Thank you guys for all the follows. I appreciate that. Thank you, Zuli, Lisa, Valerie. Thank you. And everybody that's still here on, if you're in the group, what time is it? Let me look. In the group, I'm going to go live in our group here in just a little bit when I get done here because I wanted to cover some things. So if you're a group member to Teri's Wreath Works, just stay close if you can. If not, no big deal because it'll be taped and stay on our group page. But I'm going to go live there, so I'll send out a text alert too. Oh, Kenny, you'd rather be making wreaths for a living. Well, I tell you, if it wasn't for my husband, I wouldn't be able to. But, oh, stay gold, Amy. Watching while you're working. Well, be careful. Don't get in trouble. All right, let me check out YouTube, see if there's any questions over there. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. And as I said, we will be having our spring centerpiece workshop. I've got the cart open now for registration. It's going to be the 16th and 17th. And you do not have to be live to watch the videos. And I've got a link for it. Actually, I need to get one for YouTube. It's linked in my bio on TikTok if you want to go and get all the details to it. But I'm sure you'll learn something there. We had a great turnout last year. Sorry, I can't type and talk at the same time evidently. But we had a great turnout last year. Had a lot of fun. But it's going to be 2 full days of nothing but talking arrangements, florals, greenery. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. Hang on, I'm trying to get that link for the people on YouTube, guys. I forgot to get that. I need somebody to manage me or something. I always forget half the things. Moderator, that's what I was trying to think of. I need a moderator. Trying to find that link, guys. There we go. Okay, I posted it on YouTube also. All right, any other questions? My computer's having a hard time staying up with me here. That's what I'm a little bit slow. Oh, no, we'll love to have you. Yeah, and if you took the course or the workshop last year, it's going to be different. I mean, there's some things you have to cut, we have to cover and repeat from last year, but it'll be different. We are going to do at least one fresh arrangement, and I loved it. I love it. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, or start of your weekend, I should say. And if I'm not live again before, I'll be live on Tuesday. Been doing Tuesday evenings around 7:30ish or so. And I don't know. We'll either do bows or we'll make something fun. So take care and thank you for being here. Mercy, want to know how you sign up on TikTok? I've got that linked in my bio. It's Spring Centerpiece Workshop. And we'd love to have you, Mercy. And if you have any questions, just send me an email. I don't do Messenger because, I mean, it's so glitchy and there's so many people that are out there, hackers and such. I don't do Messenger. And it's so inconsistent and stuff. But if you want to get a hold of me, send me an email. I'll be happy to answer you, help you for any way I can. Okay? Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.